Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is 24 August, and I am in downtown Kiev, not too far off Maidan. So today is Kiev's Independence Day. So put a couple things in perspective for you. At the end of May, Kiev just celebrated its 1,541st birthday. If you look at Russia, so Moscow can date its origins back to earliest mentions are 1147. So if you take 2023 minus 1147, that makes Russia, Moscow, approximately 876 years old. So you can see where the city of Kiev is almost twice as old as Russia, or Moscow specifically. So it kind of puts a little wrench in Putin's theory about Russia gave Ukraine its identity. So anyway, city of Kiev just celebrated its 1,541st birthday, but today is only Ukraine's 32nd Independence Day. So it kind of puts a little bit, into perspective for you what Ukraine's fighting for and why they're fighting so hard to retain their independence and sovereignty. So, like last year, this is kind of a protracted celebration. 2 years ago was the massive military parade before the war started. A lot of festivities. Today, like I said, it's protracted quite a bit. So I was over at St. Michael's Cathedral, and that's where they were having all the dignitaries come in to the Wall of Heroes, the fallen soldiers, and they were placing their wreaths on behalf of their country. That was all blocked off. Then they all went over to St. Sophia's Cathedral, St. Sophia Square, and there's a big platform set up and there's a military parade, and they're doing a bunch of stuff over there right now, but you can't get within like 2 blocks from it. So I'm going to walk back down towards Maidan and film some of the blown out Russian equipment on Khreshchatyk Street, and maybe just walk around the city a little bit and see if we can find anything else going on today. So let's go check it out. I almost forgot to mention, so we're celebrating 2 things today. One is Ukraine independence, and the other thing we're celebrating is yesterday, Yevgeny Prigozhin, a leader of Wagner mercenary group, officially changed his pronouns to was and were. So if you're addressing him or if you're talking about him, be sure to use his pronouns correctly. All right, let's keep going. Okay, I'm almost down to Khreshchatyk, but I wanted to tell you guys one more thing. So as I'm kind of filming the people, filming the equipment, and you'll see people around. Look, a lot of people are wearing their the vyshyvankas today, the traditional embroidered, traditional Ukrainian shirts. So this month marks my 4th year. 4 years exactly I've been in Ukraine, so I still need to get one of those. So like I said, just kind of notice those. There's some really cool patterns, and so some of those are not cheap. Some of those, the handmade ones, run in the hundreds of dollars, but I need to get one eventually. So finally back down on Maidan on Khreshchatyk Street, spin around, show you some of this equipment. The sun is brutal out here, so trying to hit it from a decent angle. Now a lot of these were the same equipment that was down here last year, and it looks like it does still go all the way down past Sum, the big mall down here. So I'll walk down there and see if they put anything new out this year. A couple of the tracked howitzers. There's 3 of these. They're all 3 the 1, 2, and right behind it. These are all the 152 millimeter self-propelled howitzers. So this blown out thing here is the transporter erector for a Buk missile system. This is what one actually looks like when it's not completely blown out though. And this here is one of Russia's new hovercrafts, as you can see, because it has no wheels. Just kidding. This is a BTR-80 infantry fighting vehicle. This is what's left of the Tiger M infantry fighting vehicle. I'm sorry, just armored vehicle. And this is what looked like inside the Tiger. Here we've got some pieces of some drones, engines. People just keep them. So this big thing here is the guy's got his hand on. It's an Orlan. You can see by his hand on it. You see how big it actually is. And a couple of them over here. They look like the Shaheeds, but they're smaller. The Sony versions. Just Elron drone. Of uniforms and equipment that they've confiscated. GPS and daggers in the background. Cluster munitions warhead. ATGM, anti-tank guided missile. I think it's some of this other stuff. It's communications equipment. This is the Tornado. Either Tornado G, Tornado H, depending on if you're saying it in Russian or Ukrainian. Okay, these first two pieces here are pieces of a Caliber missile. The KH-101, that's the Kenzal, right? I think. KH-55SM or AS-15 Kent. There's a photo of it. Even the dogs here are patriotic on Independence Day. This here is what's left of a BMP-1K. That's a Russian command and staff vehicle. This thing here was a Mercury BM radio jamming station. Kind of got a little bit of everything out here. This thing here, the guy standing next to, is the BM-27 multiple launch rocket system, also known as the Uragan. And down here at the end of the street is the Kamaz Typhoon. Kamaz, K-A-M-A-Z, Kamaz Typhoon. It's a mine-resistant vehicle. Although evidently not fire-resistant. We're walking back in the opposite direction now, just looking down the street here. This is a far cry from 2 years ago. You can look back in my videos I did from 2 years ago, and it was wall-to-wall people down here. All you can see, probably over 200,000 people just packed down here. Full military parade. I think there were 13 different countries that marched in the parade. So like I said, as you can see, it's kind of really scaled back, you know, for good reasons, obvious reasons, but just looks a little different. Here's I was talking about the Vyshevenkas earlier. This guy's wearing one. The lady right there is wearing one. Her husband's wearing one. I forgot to point them out. I was walking down there, so just kind of walking back down the other direction now. No, that's not me superimposing the music. This is a group wanting help to find missing loved ones from the 77th Brigade. We have a doggy Vyshevenka. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's cute. Hey, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon now, so I'm going to give you one more shot all the way down, just to show you quite a few more people out now. But we all just came out of the air raid shelter. It's underground for about an hour with the air raid. So it's about 4:30. I can only walk up and down the street so many times. I've like tripled my count on my pedometer for my target I have set every day already. So I just kind of want to give you an update, show you what Independence Day is like. So people are out, not as much 2 years ago, but they are out kind of defiantly, considering 2 days ago in Chernihiv, a drone convention was hit where you saw 12 or 13 people lost their lives. So to be out here when this, this display on the main street here, Kachati, could be considered a potential target. So it takes a little bit of guts to come out, and with all the sirens and stuff going on. So, but people are out. So get a little bit of motivation seeing the destroyed equipment on the street, and kind of help rally people behind the troops, and take a little bit of time to celebrate the nation's birthday. So that's it. Quick update. I guess that's really all else I can say. So for now, goodbye from Kiev, and as always, thanks for watching. See you soon.